Okay, now that we have them installed, so this is how it looks in the dark, which is pretty cool. Now you guys can do this for Windows, you can do it anywhere and everywhere. Whatever you guys want to do, you guys can do. And you can change the modes, the colors, the settings, and all that fun stuff. You can keep it solid colors, use the remote to turn it on or turn it off. But yeah, the LEDs are really nice, super bright, and it's pretty cool. Great for custom do-it-yourself projects as well.
This product was sent to me from a brand to do an honest review, and I may earn commissions on this video.
Today we're taking a look at VEVOR's professional window light kit. So this is a full massive kit, as you guys can see here. You know, this isn't just one little panel. You get a full kit. Comes complete with your adapters and everything, and your remote control as well. So with this, you will need to do a little bit of wiring, which is really simple. You know, you plug this into your adapter in here, and then you connect your positive and negative there. Then you got your others. You know, it goes over and helps you out pretty simple, guys. With this kit, you have a couple options. So it's you can screw them in. So using the holes on the back there, you can put screws through, or you can go ahead and just peel off the double-sided tape. You can keep them lined up in a row like this, or you can cut them if you want to, you know, do some customized thing. You can cut in between each one. So like this, you could cut in between there and then stick each one wherever you want to put it on. Before you get started, you definitely want to test them out before you fully install them. Just make sure they're all working. All right, so they give you this cable. What you're going to do with this cable, one end is going to connect onto here. Your other end is going to connect to, let's say, on here. So in between, you connect these both together. And then for these, you just connect each one, and you go down through the whole list on all that you're using and connect each one to each one. You could use electrical tape. There's, you know, most people who are doing this should know what they're doing, because when it gets to electrical stuff, you know, you kind of need to know what you're doing. The manual does go over and shows you guys a lot of stuff. So it does show you for connecting and how to connect. It says this product does not include a 12 AWG cable. Please prepare it. First, let's start off. Don't have anything connected in. First, take a flathead driver. You're going to need a smaller one. And we're just going to go and open up each one of these. You can keep the power plus and minus closed if you want for now. You know, if you're using the plug, you probably won't have to deal with that. So again, we're just opening this up to get our wires in. Then once you have your wires stripped, we probably stripped them a little too far. You probably don't have to go that far, but we'll just bend it inside, or you can just bend it like this and then stick it in, which is probably what we're going to do. We're going to bend each one because we stripped too much wire, too much off. So when you're connecting, B is going to be for blue. We're going to go ahead and stick that in, and then we're going to go make this tight. Okay, let's see. G is going to be for green. And you might think, oh, well, no duh. Yeah, but hold on, because you got to know where you're putting the yellow at. All right, next up, red is going to be for R. I know what some of the guys are thinking right now. Well, of course. And then the V plus is going to be for the yellow. So it doesn't say why. That's where we were getting at. So we're going to go with the V plus. Stick this in. Make sure you have it in the whole way as well, because it can come out, which is kind of why I'm holding the wire the way I am with one hand while I'm making it tight with the other. All right. Kind of give it a little wiggle, make sure it's not loose at all. Now that we got that set up, then you could go ahead and you can connect the same colors to here, you know, just like that. Okay, so here's the thing. There's a couple ways you can wire these up. Now we're having them open and exposed. Just make sure if you do this for testing that you're not touching any of the cables and the wires aren't touching anything either. So the wires don't want to be touching each other. You know, blue shouldn't be touching green, and etc. We're just doing this just to test it out, make sure that it is working. So we see they're still apart. All right, there we go. So we want to make sure that it works great. There we go. So we can see that they're working fine. Man, they're nice. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and unplug this before they touch, and we're gonna, you know, there's a lot of ways that you guys can use it. You can use caps and other stuff, but we're just gonna do it pretty quickly. They do give you guys these, but I just wanted to test it out before we actually went ahead. So how these work is you put the one wire end in, and you put the other, and then you press down. So just press down like this. Place the wire inside. Make sure it's disconnected. Good, good. Okay, press and hold. There we go. Take the other end. Press and hold. Just like that. Now what I like to do is I'm going to wrap it in electrical tape as well when I'm done, just because I like to be on the side of caution. Some people don't really care, but I always go on the side of caution. Now we could have just did this from the start, but I did want to test it out just to make sure that the wires and everything was working before I actually go through and put them in like this. And you can kind of see how this works. And then of course, before you install it, I would test it out as well. And obviously never cross mix. Never put, you know, one colored with the other, you know. It's need to be green straight across to green, red straight across to red, and so forth, okay? And you guys can ignore the power plus and minus on the control box unless you're connecting it to a battery. So that's if you're not using the actual adapter that they give you. That's if you're just doing with a battery. So you don't need that unless it's going to be some kind of off-grid system setup. And then you could go ahead and connect that to a battery. All right. Now we go ahead and we do a test again. Plug this in just to make sure that that's working right, and there we go. As we see, working great. Love it.